is there anything more? Is this, does this makes any sense what Gratiano was talking? So Bassanio replies, Gratiano speaks an infinite deal of nothing, more than any man in all Venice. So Bassanio comments on Gratiano and says that Gratiano speaks an infinite deal of nothing, like he keeps talking nonsense all the time, he keeps talking irrelevant things all the time. More than any man in all Venice. In whole Venice, Gratiano is the most talkative person, or he's the person who would talk nonsense. His reasons are as 2 grains of wheat hid in 2 bushels of chaff. You shall seek all day, you find them, and when you have them, they are not worth the search. So Bassanio compares the words of Gratiano to 2 grains of wheat. He says whatever Gratiano speaks, it is like 2 grains of wheat. You keep looking into the chaff for 2 grains, and then by the end of the day you find that when you find those 2 grains, you come to know that those 2 grains were useless. He is talking about Gratiano's words and saying that Gratiano speaks infinite deal of nothing, like he speaks nonsense. Even if you try to find out something good in his talk, and by the end of the day, by chance, if you find something good, you will realize that those good words are useless. Those good words are of no use. Antonio, well, tell me now, what lady is the same to whom you swore a secret pilgrimage that you today promised to tell me of? Now Gratiano has left. Antonio and Bassanio, they both are alone on the stage. So Antonio says, well, tell me now. He says to Bassanio, tell me now, what lady is the same? Who is that lady to whom you swore a secret pilgrimage? Who is that lady that you had informed me, or you were talking about one day, and that you have sworn, you have planned a secret pilgrimage, that you have planned a journey towards, or you have planned a journey to meet that lady? To whom you swore a secret pilgrimage. Who is that lady that you had promised to meet, that you today promised to tell me of? Like you had promised me one day that today you will tell me, you will inform me of the lady to whom you want to meet. Bassanio, it's not unknown to you, Antonio, how much I have disabled mine estate by something showing a more swelling port than my faint means would grant continuance. So Bassanio replies that it's not unknown to you, Antonio. Antonio, it is not that you are not aware. It is not unknown to you means you are well aware how much I have disabled mine estate. You are well aware that how much I have wasted my money. Estate means how I was a spendthrift, how I had spent all my money. By something showing a more swelling port than my faint means would grant continuance. Like I had been a spendthrift, I had been spending more than what my means allowed me. Means I did not have enough money, still I used to borrow money, or I used to spend lavishly, not being within my reach. Like I used to spend more than what I had. By something showing a more swelling port than my faint means would grant continuance. This swelling port refers to whatever I used to live a grand life. I used to live a showy life by being spendthrift, which that my faint means my limited means, my limited wealth would grant continuance, would allow me. My wealth did not allow me to be that much of spendthrift, but I had been a spendthrift. Nor do I now make moan to be abridged from such a noble rate. He says, at the present moment, I don't want to be abridged. I don't want to cry over my ways of life. I don't want to cry that I had been a spendthrift. But my chief care is to come fairly off from great debts, wherein my time something too prodigal hath left me gagged. He says that, but my chief concern is now, my chief care, my chief concern is to fairly off. Come fairly off means I want to do away. My main concern now is not to cry over my behavior, not to cry over my ways that I had been spending money lavishly, but at the present moment I want that I want to overcome, I want to come out of all the debts that I had incurred. Like whatever money I have borrowed from other people, I want to come out of those debts. To you, Antonio, I owe the most in money and in love. And then he says to Antonio, Antonio, you are the one to whom I owe both in money. Like I have been borrowing money from you and you are showing love also. So I owe much to you. I am indebted to you more than anyone else. And from your love, I have a warranty to unburden all my plots and purposes, how to get clear of all my debts I owe. He says, and from your love, like since you also love me, I have a warranty, means I am pretty sure. Since you also love me, I am pretty sure that I can unburden, I can disclose, I can share all my plots and purposes. I can disclose all my plans or all the plans which I have made, how to get clear of all the debts I owe. I am very much sure that the way you show me love, I can share all my plans with you so that I can overcome, I can just leave, or I can overcome all my problems. I can pay off all the debts which I have incurred because of being spendthrift. Antonio, I pray you, good Bassanio, let me know it. Antonio requests Bassanio, says, Bassanio, I request you, please let me know what plan you have made. And if it stand as you yourself still do within the eye of honor, be assured my person, my extremest means lie all unlocked to your occasions. Antonio says that, and Bassanio, you tell me what plan you have made to overcome your problems. He says, and if it stand, and if the plans which you have made, as you stand like you are an honorable person in my opinion, if your plan is also honorable, then you be assured that my purse, means all my money that I have, my person means in person, personally I am myself, and my extremist means all my belongings, everything which I have, it lie unlocked to you, means I am ready to give everything which I have to you, so that you can overcome your debts, so that you can give away all your debts. If your plan is worthy, your plan is honorable like you, then I promise you that everything which belongs to me will be given to you, so that you can give away your debts. Bassanio, in my school days when I had lost one shaft, I shot his fellow of the same flight, the self-same way with more advised watch, to find the other fourth, and by adventuring both, I oft found both. So Bassanio gives an example of his school days, like when he was a school-going child, what he used to do was, when I had lost one shaft means one arrow. He says, when I used, in my school days, when I used to lose one arrow, I used to shoot another arrow with the same flight, with the same in the same direction, and when I used to shoot the second arrow in the same direction, I used to be very careful where the second arrow is going, and in this way I used to get, most of the time I used to get both the arrows back. The self-same way with more advised watch means I used to be very careful while shooting the second arrow to find the other four, to find out the first one, and by adventuring both, I oft found both, and often, oft means often, and often I used to find both the arrows. I urge this childhood proof because what follows is pure innocence. He says, I urge means I am telling you this childhood proof because now I am going to tell you something out of innocence. And he says that, I owe you much, and like a willful youth, that which I owe is lost. He says, I am indebted to you much, I owe you much, I have been borrowing money from you and wasting that. And like a willful youth, and just like a self-centered young man, that which I owe is lost. And whatever I owe from you, whatever I have borrowed from you, I have wasted, I have lost. But if you please to shoot another arrow that self-way, which you did shot the first, I do not doubt, as I will watch the aim, or to find both, or bring you latter hazard back again, and thankfully rest debtor for the first. He says, as I was a very self-willed person. I did not bother about anyone, and I wasted all the money which I had. He says, so in that way only I want to request you, if it gives you pleasure, then please you shoot another arrow in the same direction. That means you give me more money, and this time I will be extra careful in spending the money, and in this way I hope that I will not only bring this money, but I will also be able to bring the previous money which I have borrowed from you. Means you lend me more money, and by using this money of yours, I will bring back the money which I have borrowed from you earlier. Or bring your letter hazard back again and thankfully rest debtor for the first. If I will not be able to bring the money which you have lent me earlier, at least I will be able to return this money to you, and I will be thankful for the money which you had lent me earlier. Antonio, you know me well, and herein spend but time to whine about my love with circumstance. Antonio says that, Bassanio, you know me very well. I mean, we are friends. You know me, what kind of a person I am. And herein you are speaking all things like that only. You are not coming straight away. You are not coming to the point. You are winding my love with circumstance. Like you are trying to wind my love. You are trying to check my love according to the circumstances. And out of doubt you do me now more wrong in making question of my uttermost. He says that undoubtedly, without any doubt, now as friend you are doing me wrong, because you are suspecting me and you are trying to hide your plans from me. So tell me whatever you want, you openly tell me, and don't question. I mean, you are trying to question my uttermost means you are doubting that I will not help you, but I am ready to help you in any way. Then if you had made waste of all I have, he says, I will not bother, I will not be worried even if you will waste everything which I have. Then do but say to me what I should do. You just let me know what I have to do in order to help you, what I need to do. That in your knowledge may by me be done, and I am pressed unto it, therefore speak. He says, whatever you have planned, whatever you have thought of, you just let me know, that can help you in overcoming your problems. He says, you just speak, you just let me know. Now Bassanio, now in this dialogue Bassanio will start talking about Portia. So he says, in Valmont is a lady richly left. He says, in Valmont there is a lady who is richly left. Richly left means who has got lots of wealth, who is left with, or who has got lots of wealth, like she has inherited lots of wealth being left by her dead father. And she is fair, she is very beautiful and fairer than the word. She is very beautiful, she is more beautiful than the word itself. Of wondrous virtues, and she is full of wonderful virtues. She is very good lady, she is very beautiful, and she is full of good qualities. Wondrous virtues means good qualities. Sometimes from her eyes I did receive fair speechless messages. He says, from her eyes I have received fair speechless messages, like I could make out that she loves me. I could make out from her eyes that she has got love for me in her eyes. I have received speechless messages, like she did not speak from her mouth, but from her eyes I could make out that she likes me. Her name is Portia, and that girl is Portia. Nothing undervalued to Cato's daughter Brutus is Portia. He says, this Portia is not undervalued. She is not less than, or she is not inferior to Cato's daughter and Brutus's wife. This Cato's daughter and Brutus's wife refers to Portia and Julius Caesar, who was daughter of Cato and who was wife of Brutus. Nor is the wide world ignorant of her worth. And he says that, and the whole world knows her value. The whole world knows how worthful, how valuable Portia of Valmont is. For because the four winds blow in from every coast renowned suitors. Why the whole world, or how the whole world knows her value, how the whole world knows the value of Portia? Because from all the four corners of the world, renowned suitors, renowned people, suitors means the people who want to propose a girl for marriage, the people who want to marry a girl. So from four corners of the world, renowned suitors, they are coming, or they come to Valmont, and her sunny locks hang on her temples like golden fleece. And he says that, and on her sunny locks, her golden hair, they hang on her temple. Temple is this side of the forehead. He says her golden lock, they hang on her forehead like a golden fleece, like a golden fleece. Again, this is an allusion which has been made here to a great Greek legend. Fleece refers to a golden wool of a goat, and this goat had this sheep had golden wool, and it was tied on the island of Colchos. This ram or this sheep was tied on an oak tree. Jason, he overcame many hardships on the way and killed the monster who was guarding this golden fleece, and then Jason was able to procure that golden fleece. So he says, as this golden fleece was very valuable, and Jason came and got it in the same manner. Portia's golden hair or golden lock, they hang on her temple like golden fleece, which makes her seat of Belmont Colchos's strand, and many Jasons come in quest of her. So her golden lock of hair hanging on a temple make her the seat, make her the owner of that Colchos strand, and many Jasons they refer to suitors. Many Jasons, they come in search of that golden fleece. Means many suitors from different parts of the world, they come to Belmont in order to marry Portia. Oh my Antonio, had I but the means to hold a rival place with one of them, I have a mind presages me such thrift that I should questionless be fortunate. So Bassanio says that, oh my Antonio, if I had means if I had money, then I want to hold a rival place with one of them. I want to stand among other suitors of Portia, and this time I had a full belief that I have a mind presages me such thrift. He says, I have a mind, I am fully confident that if I went as a suitor to Portia, then I should questionless be fortunate. Undoubtedly, I will be fortunate enough to win over Portia. Like, I will definitely win Portia if I get enough money, if I have enough means to go to Belmont. Antonio, thou knowest that all my fortunes are at sea. Antonio says to Bassanio, Bassanio, you are well aware that all my fortunes, all my ships are in the sea, all my wealth is in the sea. Neither have I money nor commodity to raise a present sum. He says, at the present moment, I don't have any commodity, I don't have any goods, and I don't have ready cash. Means I don't have enough money that I can lend it to you now. Therefore, go forth. That is why, since I don't have money now, I don't have any goods now, so you go forth. Try what my credit can in Venice do. He says, in order to fulfill your needs, in order to get money, anywhere in Venice you can go and ask from any money lender, and any money lender will lend you money on my name. So you can get money from other money lender in order to go to Belmont to marry Portia. So with this we come to an end of Act 1, Scene 1.